So we're back at Creekshaw, and today we are looking at impression homes. So this is a really neat thing that we've got here. So Royse City does not really have homes that look like this. And what I mean by that is these are townhomes. And so we actually now have townhomes, like we have reached that stage. And the really nice thing about this is with these homes, you actually get so much that's taken care of for you. So the yard maintenance is taken care of for you as part of your HOA dues. And because these are townhomes, the insurance actually covers the exterior of the building. So like, if you've watched any videos about moving to the DFW area, you hear about our hailstorms and things like that. And so the HOA is going to cover your roof damage. So that's nice that the insurance takes care of that and the management company takes care of that. But yeah, so we're going to take a look at these homes. We're going to take a look at two of these. And first we'll walk into the model and then we'll look at the Conroy right next door. And then, and that's a 4-bedroom unit and this is a 3-bedroom unit. And then we'll sit down and I'll tell you a little bit more about buying with impression homes here at Creekshaw. So the way they have these built out is you get 4 units in a building. So we'll come in here, you got nice separation between you and your neighbor. And when we walk in, it's nice because you get to see how wide open the space is. And you've got your living room, dining, and kitchen all together. So you see there's plenty of room over here for good sized furniture. You got your dining. And I love having this island in the kitchen where you've got additional seating and tons of cabinet space here. And then of course, gotta have that walk-in pantry, super important. You've got a little mud area. And then back over here is your garage. It's the sales office right now, but there's a garage there. And then you have a powder bath here. And then your back, it's all, it's your driveway and then a walk up. So it's not, you don't have a backyard that you have to maintain, which is nice. So if you're someone who kind of likes that lock and leave lifestyle, that it's very low maintenance, this is a really good solution for you. So if you travel a lot for work, these types of homes work really well. And when you come up the stairs, you've got this nice landing that separates the bedrooms. So you've got your primary suite over here. And plenty of room. Got a nice sized bed. And then here in your bathroom, shower, got the commode over here and a really nice size closet. And then a little surprise back here is even getting a linen closet, which you don't get in all of the primary bathrooms. So every bit of storage counts, at least in my opinion. And here is your laundry room. So you got a full-size laundry room over here. And it's nice to have it upstairs so you don't have to lug all your laundry downstairs. And again, this little room for separation. And then the secondary bedrooms here. Walk-in closets. More storage. Love it. Bedroom here. And of course, since this is the model, all this accent stuff on the walls is for show. but you get another walk-in closet here. And then this is the bathroom that the bedrooms share. Okay, so that was our quick walkthrough of this floor plan, which is the Lavon. Now let's go next door. So that one was a 3-bedroom that we just walked through. Now we're gonna take a look at this one, which is a 4-bedroom. All right, so the changes with this is that you do have a bedroom downstairs. So if that is important to you, this floor plan offers that flexibility. And then this is the bathroom. And then when you walk in, you've got your living room and then your kitchen. It is a little smaller than the floor plan that we just walked through. So you can see you've got a pantry here. So not quite the walk-in, but still pretty standard size. And you don't have as many cabinets, but still a good amount, a lot of storage. And then here's obviously where your fridge would go. Do you have a dining area? And then here, this kind of gives you a better look at the back, kind of the landing pad, but then you have your garage here, 2-car garage. And then here is a really spacious under the stairs closet. And when we come upstairs, we've got the laundry room here, which again is nice that you don't have to cart your laundry everywhere. And then here's the primary bedroom. Really nice size in here. And then your bathroom. Good sized closet. A little smaller than the one we just walked through. You got your commode over here, shower here, linen closets. And then of course, more storage. We cannot have enough storage. This is a little narrow, but you could still fit games, extra towels, linens, things like that. Here's one of the bedrooms. And I love seeing these furnished. You'll hear me say this in all the videos where we do walkthroughs of the model homes, because when there's no furniture in these rooms, they look so small. And it's always surprising to me, like, oh, we can fit all of that in this room. So we've got one bedroom, here's another bedroom. Closet. And then these 2 bedrooms share this bathroom. Another look at that bedroom. All right, well, now we've taken a look at this. Let's go back next door and let's talk more details about these properties here. Okay, so this is an interesting time for Impression Homes at the time I'm recording this video, which is in February of 26. So they are in a phase where have pretty much sold out. There might be 1 or 2 units available, and then they're starting work on more. But then they've got more lots to build out on in the future. So as you kind of noticed from the video up front showcasing the front, these are all townhomes. So a unique thing that we get here in Royse City, and it's just not something that we get to see here often. And as I said, if you are someone who likes that lock and leave lifestyle, the low maintenance, you don't have to really worry about anything from the exterior standpoint, this is a really nice option for you. And while the price point could potentially change at the time that the new products come to market, the new units come to market, right now they're in the mid to upper 2s and maybe in the low 3s by the time they hit the market. So a really good price point. So if you are even, again, we talked about kind of people who travel a lot for work, want that low maintenance lifestyle, but also if you're a first-time home buyer, this is an incredible opportunity because also this area you can get a USDA loan, and that's a 0% down loan. So huge opportunities for being here and not having to fork over an arm and a leg to get new construction. So I really like that option for getting a house like this. Now, the home warranty for Impression Homes is a 1-2-10 warranty. So you're going to have 1 year, I call it the bumper to bumper for the most part. And every builder might have a little bit of a difference in what that actually covers. But for the most part, that first year, it's going to be things like, cosmetic stuff, things that are definitely, like a drawer, kitchen drawer falls off, things like that. They'll cover. And then you're going to have a 2-year on your mechanical things. So think plumbing, electrical, HVAC, big things like that. And then a 10-year on structure. So very standard for the area. So you always like to see builders that give good warranties. Now, one of the questions that we get asked is people want to know, can I build? So can I, pick out my model and make all my selections for a townhome? So actually Impression Homes does not allow that option, but the benefit is the hard work and the heavy lifting is done for you. So you're not having to try and figure it out in the design center. Will this countertop match these cabinets or these floors? So they have designers that make those selections for you. And they're going to put stuff in the homes that will appeal to the widest possible audience because they want to sell these homes. They don't, you're not going to get like gold backsplash and purple cabinets. So, but if that's your jam, buy the home and then you can do that yourself. So some other things that right now they have 6 floor plans to choose from, and they're going to range from 1,300 square feet, and that's going to get you a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, and it goes all the way up to 2,700 square feet, and that's going to get you a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. And so the floor plan that the first tour we did was the Lavon floor plan, and it's a super popular one, and that again happens a lot of time with models because people get to see the furniture and they see, oh yeah, this looks great, I want that too. But it actually flows really well too. The way the bedrooms are arranged upstairs, having the master or the primary bedroom separated from the secondary bedrooms, it just creates a nice flow and a little bit of sense of seclusion for the primary suite. So incentives are going to change all the time. So anything I talk about today could be vastly different by the time you're watching this video. So feel free to reach out and let me know what incentives, or if you're interested in learning about the incentives that Impression Homes or any of the builders in Creekshaw might be offering at the time you're watching this video. I would be more than happy to get you that information. But right now, like they're offering $8,000 in closing costs and paying for the title policy. So, and depending on availability and things like that, those incentives can change. So definitely reach out for that information. Well, that is pretty much all I have to talk about. Except I don't think we talked much about the HOA, or I maybe did at the beginning of the video, but I think it's worth mentioning again because it can be a little confusing if all you're familiar with is kind of the standard single family home setup. So the HOA here, it's pretty much covers you get insurance on the exterior of the building. So your brick, your roof, all of that is covered with the exterior insurance plan, and your HOA manages that. Your insurance policy is a walls-in policy, so it's actually a much cheaper policy. And if you've done any research about insurance rates in Texas, you know they have been going bonkers. So it's really nice that the cost of the insurance for the exterior of the building is covered with HOA, with your HOA dues and covered in that expense, and that all you have to worry about is your walls and policy. So interesting thing, but also your lawn care is taken care of. So again, that set it and forget it lifestyle, you get to have that here because the HOA manages the front yard and there is no backyard to deal with. So if you have any questions about living in Creekshaw or about impression homes and townhome living in Creekshaw, please let me know. Again, my name is Jennifer Templeton. I'm a realtor and broker associate with Keller Williams Rockwall. And check out more of the videos we have about the different new home builders here on the Living in Rockwall channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.